Hello, good afternoon, friends. Today we are going to see reactions of alkyl halides. In this topic, we have to cover under nucleophilic substitution reactions. We are covering here substitutions of hydroxyl group, substitution of by amino group, substitution by alkynyl group, substitution by alkoxy group, substitution by thiol group, substitution by thioether group, substitution by an ester group, substitution by an cyano group or isocyano group. Under the reduction topic or reduction of alkyl halides that we have to see, then elimination reactions we have to cover, after that Wood's reaction, and last reaction with metals. All these topic we are going to cover today in this lecture, video lecture. Out of this, first is the substitution by hydroxyl group that we are going to see. It is much simplest reaction. In this alkyl halide that we are using as a ethyl bromide is the alkyl halide we are using, and it will be reacted with NaOH. Here OH will be acts as a nucleophile and it will replace Br from this ethyl bromide by having simple attack from this position over the Br, and thus it will lose one molecule of water, and it will gives you here in the presence of water, sorry, it not lose one molecule in the presence of water. It will what, uh, taking attacks over the Br and NaBr moiety which will be formed, and with the generation of the main product as a ethanol. Simple nucleophilic substitution reaction is this, where the Br is substituted by the hydroxyl group from the OH. Next is substitution by amino group. Here similarly NH3 is the nucleophile over which the lone pair of electrons will be here, and the lone pair of electrons of the N nitrogen, they will attack here and over the carbon, and the better leaving group is Br, which will remove easily. Here you can see NH3 gives the NH2 plus H plus, where the NH2 will attack over CH2 and Br will be removed. Here NH2 is attached with CH2 to give ethylamine, and one molecule of HBr is generated. Okay. Here what we do, there is a substitution of the amino group will be takes place by the Br. Here substitution of alkynyl group. This is also a similar type of reaction. In this, ethyl bromide will be attacked by the sodium alkynyl, and in the presence of solvent ethanol, here CH3 CH2 C triple bond CH, that is but 1 in, it will be formed 1 2 3 4. This is the number of carbon atoms. Out of this, first number will be going to this carbon and second will be this. That's why but first position will be occupied by the triple bond, that is YNE. Triple bond will be represented by YNE. So the mechanism of this reaction will be like this: CH triple bond C and A. In this, it will generate by Na will be having Na is having positive charge and C is having negative charge. Okay, so that's why carbon will complete its valency C negative and triple bond CH. In this way, this negatively charged carbon of the alkynyl group, it will add over attach over the positive center of this ethyl bromide, and again the Br will be removed to give but1y, and that is butane molecule will be generated here with the formation of one molecule of NaBr. It is also the similar type of reaction. Here substitution by the alkoxy group, that is the Williamson synthesis. Here alkyl halides reacts with the sodium methoxide to form ether. Sodium alkoxide is prepared by dissolving sodium in alcohol. Sodium alkoxide or sodium methoxide will be prepared by dissolving sodium in ethanol or alcohol. So it will give you sodium methoxide. If we use the ethanol, so it will be generate sodium ethoxide. Nothing the difference. Molecule is ethoxide or methoxide, in which this is the nucleophile, and this nucleophile which will be generated, that will attach over this C carbon positive center, and Br will be removed from here, and that's why CH3 CH2 OCH3 plus NaBr, that is the methoxyethane molecule, and one molecule of NaBr which will be generated. So in this way, there is a formation of this methoxyethane from ethyl bromide from alkyl halide. So this reaction, it is called as Williamson synthesis. This method of making alcohol is called as Williamson ether synthesis. Okay. So from the alkyl halides, we are generating ether molecule. So this is possible in this Williamson synthesis reaction in the presence of sodium alkoxide, sodium methoxide, or sodium ethoxide. Let's see next, substitution by the thiol group. Thiol group means the it contains sulfur. Okay, SH, alcohol OH. In the similar manner, thiol is the SH. Here KSH is the we can use. Similarly, KOH. KOH is the potassium hydroxide. This is potassium thiol. In this way, you can name this KSH. Now, what we have to do again? We have to make reaction. We have to see reaction of the substitution here, and substitution by the thiol group. So in this case, K is the positively charged species, SH is the negatively charged. From this, here SH will be attached over the positive center, and I will be removed out here, which will goes with the potassium to generate Ki molecule as a side product, potassium iodide, and here ethane thiol, it will be generated as a main product. Similarly, the reaction with potassium sulfide, if you see, alkyl halide reacts with the potassium sulfide to form dialkyl sulfide. Here K2S, previously we have seen potassium will have the positive charge, and sulfur will act, it is more electronegative as compared to this potassium. Potassium is the electropositive, just like sodium, magnesium, and sulfur will having the negative charge density. It attracts the electron from this bond pair. Now, what happens? This CH2, we can see here, CH2 now acts as a that is attacking group in this case. Okay, so here what happened actually? Actually, these bonds are attacking over CH2. I will be removed from here, and from this side also. One iodide will be goes with this potassium. One iodide will be goes with this potassium. You can uh, you can draw the arrows from generally we draw arrows from negative side to positive center. So this is the positive center, and this will be the negative center. So that's why arrow should be like this. And I and K, the two molecules of the Ki will be generated here. Here, so the addition product that we will get, CH3, CH2, CH3, and CH2 should be here. Then S, which will be bind with the CH2, this CH2, and here also CH2, CH3 will be here. So the diethyl sulfide molecule we can generate by the reaction with the potassium sulfide. Now the reaction with the silver salt of carboxylic acid. This is the important reaction in which we are using CH3COOAg, that is the silver acetate, and silver has one positive charge, and acetate ion has one negative charge over this oxygen, and hence simply this type of breaking will be takes place, CH3COAg and CH3CO negative and Ag plus. So negative charge again attacks over this CH3 CH2, and Br will be removed from here. So that's why CH3 CH2 COO CH3 will be generated. COO CH3 from this, and plus one molecule of Ag and Br. So this is also one of the simplest reaction. Alkyl halide reacts with the silver salt of carboxylic acid to form ester molecule. So we have to recognize the negative part of that is reagent, and the positive part of the substrate. So if you identify this, so negative and positive, there is a attack of the negative over the positive will be takes place to generate the product. Reaction with sodium cyanide. Now in this case again NaCN in the, from this CN is the negative portion and negative portion will be attached over here. Carbon positive centers I removed from here, and that's why NaI will be the side product with the formation of ethyl cyanide CH3CH2 CN which will be generated. This reaction also takes place in the presence of ethanol. Elimination reaction, another way it is also called as dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. In this case RCH that is RCH2 and CH2X simply it is also called as alkyl halides. Now in the presence of NaOH and alcohol, um, just like previous reaction, but in this case the name of reaction is elimination reaction or it is dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation itself tells that there is a removal of hydrogen and as well as halogen from the corresponding product or the corresponding substrate. So that's why it is called as dehydrohalogenation of and the substrate is alkyl halides. That's why dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. Let us see the reaction now. R here initially the X is present over the adjacent carbon atom, halogen is present, and the adjacent to that carbon atom which is present, it has at least one hydrogen. So what happened from this here? Uh, these bonds, these two electrons from the hydrogen will move to the in between carbon carbon, and as because of that, this uh, uh, X will be removed from here, and that's why what happened here double bond will be generated in between these two carbon atom RCH double bond CH2 plus H2O, and HX will be liberated from these two adjacent carbon atom. Okay, we have to provide certain some amount of heat to carry out this type of reaction. A small amount of heat, thus there is a it is facilitated easy removal of this hydrogen and halogen over the adjacent carbon atom. Now in this case you can see why this is called as elimination reaction. There is a elimination reactions are those reaction in which the formation of the product will be takes place with the elimination of the smaller molecules. This HCl is the smaller molecule that will be eliminated from here, and that's why this reaction it is called as elimination reaction. There is a no addition of another thing in this substrate, but there is only removal of smaller molecule, that is HCl, and the product will be generated. That's why it is called as elimination type of reaction. When alkyl halide is heated with alcoholic solution of sodium hydroxide to form alkene and hydrogen halides. Okay, so it generates unsymmetrical alkene. This is for example propene by the elimination reaction.